and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the option on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
1st down, Green Bay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, 62 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
For Green Bay.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
At the 49-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And 2 at the 29-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside
Don't
the
worry
25.
about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Touchdown, Packers.
To number 17.
Devontae Adams, 62 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Push him back. 12.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Go time, baby.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Packers 22, Seahawks 13. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
22. Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 29, Packers 22.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their one-point lead.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
And the Seahawks, looks like they recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now an option play on second down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's in. Oh, no, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
22 more yards.
A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 36, Packers 28.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Carson, 42 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 43, Packers 28.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it.